SR93 Boxing back with a quick video. Actually, it will not be quick because this might need a little explaining. Just like Chris Rock said, I like rap music, but it's hard to defend it. Well, I like Adrien Broner, but it's hard to defend him. Adrien Broner, not that long ago, got caught in a scuffle. Well, like a little incident, and allegedly he was gambling, he lost money from it, and he went up to the person who he lost money to, and he allegedly knocked him out and put a gun on his head. Basically got in a scuffle. He wanted the money back, and there was a video. It was nothing explicitly, like, you can't see Adrien Broner beating this guy up or anything, but something was going on, and Adrien Broner probably was aggressive because you can hear Adrien Broner's like, give me my money back or something like that. I ain't fucking playing, something like that. And people at the background was like, hey, AB, leave him, or something like that. They're trying to restrain Adrien Broner. So like that's what it sounded like. So from what I heard, what it seemed like I heard in the video, Adrien Broner was trying to do some damage to someone else. Like, he was threatening him. The court case went on where now, by the way, I've heard that this guy was paid by Adrien Broner, like a big sum of money. Why would you do that? Maybe that you don't want to end up in a court and do all this shit, so you just pay him off so he doesn't take it further. And because it's crazy, his charges were dropped because the witness did not show up. Maybe because Adrien Broner paid him off, or maybe maybe because it's just a thought, okay? Maybe Adrien Broner did some shit to him, like kidnapped him or someone in his family, and said, hey, look, if you go further, try do this shit, you might just get, like, shit might just end up bad for you. And you might think I'm crazy, but listen, I was born in Bangladesh. And Bangladesh, just like many hundreds of countries, there's many countries with high levels of crime, right? Corruption and a lot of fuckery, man. And there's fuckery in every corner of the earth. But there's some countries more than others, and Bangladesh it's just a country that has a slightly higher than it has high crime rate. I heard someone like I know a Mexican. There's not too many Mexicans in the UK, but there are some. And I'm in Brunel. I go in Brunel University, where it's very diverse. And I just met this guy from Mexico. It's like, he met his family in the summer. I was like, oh, that's cool, because there's a summer vacation. He went to meet his family, and he's like, what's Mexico like? Normally, because I heard sometimes people go to the country to have a holiday out or something, like, to visit, because there might be some nice places. I was just asking, because it's nice to know about different countries and things like that. And he goes, yeah, I mean, Mexico does have some nice places, but Mexico's a dangerous country. Some of the shit that he described to me seemed like Mexico has to be top 5 most dangerous country in the world. And I kind of had that impression. Mexico has a lot of crime rate, things like that. But I'm fairly sure if you're from Mexico, you might be able to relate to this. You might have heard incidents like this. Not just Mexico. Like, I'm not trying to single people out. If you're from countries where there's a high crime rate, I'm using Mexico as an example because one of my friends is Mexican, right? So get this. When I was in Bangladesh, there's so many cases I've heard where the witness is supposed to show up and either they've been paid. There was one incident, my uncle was involved, where I'm not going to say who was the victim, but actually I kind of revealed it there, I think. But either way, because I don't want to get involved in this shit. I have never been part of this shit. I don't want to be part of this shit. Basically, the victim was his family member was kidnapped. I think it was one of his daughter. He had 3 daughters and 2 sons, something like that. He had one daughter, the oldest daughter, and they kidnapped her rather, and they basically said, we want you to not show up, and then only then you'll get your daughter back. He did not show up, and then this is crazy, they further went on to say, hey, fuck it, we don't have to give you a daughter, we need this much money. And yeah, there you go. He had to give the money. I don't know if he can give all of the money because he wasn't that rich. He was a wealthy person. He wasn't that rich. They wanted a big sum of money. So whatever he could give, he gave, and he got his daughter back, fortunately. Which is these sort of things happen in many different parts of the world. I'm fairly sure, like this, as I said, there's corruption in every corner of our planet. And Adrien Broner is a rich guy, and where there's money, there's corruption. If Adrien Broner might just do that because look, he has a boxing career, he has a family, right, to take care of. He's a boxing career. He has so much potential, and plus, no, like he probably just wants to have fun in life as well. No, it doesn't benefit anyone ending up in prison. If you want to have fun in life, it doesn't benefit you being in prison. If you want to take care of your family, it doesn't benefit you being in prison. If you want to achieve a lot of things, like in boxing, for example, he's a boxer, right? So if he wants to be a great boxer, he wants to push the limits, become maybe a 5-time world champion, he can't just be in prison. He can't be arrested for that shit. So, and plus, there are people with him, and, Travis Scott made this point, there are people with him, who, obviously they probably, what was I gonna say? Yeah, people that put him on TV, the boxing, like PBC or whatever, I'm fairly sure they don't want him to get arrested because they make money off him. Adrien Broner is a name. So, there's some people that might be involved. I mean, I'm just suggesting. I'm not saying they are involved. I'm just suggesting. Plus, Adrien Broner does hang around with a few people. I mean, I've noticed he hangs around with a few people that you don't want to fuck with, right? So you never know. These guys, they're quite powerful in their own right. They're fucking dangerous, and they might just be doing some shit. So I do believe he did some shit, but either way or not, because innocent, he could be innocent as well. I don't think he is. But either way, charges were dropped. If Adrien Broner did that, he should have just moved on. But he went suicidal, right? I'm gonna make a video on that suicide shit, man, because I think that's real. But I already made a video, but I want to make some thoughts on it, my deeper thoughts into it. But either way, Adrien Broner, not that long ago, charges were dropped. I think it was only a few weeks, charges were dropped, and he goes on to get involved in another case. It's crazy. I don't think it's even been a month. I don't think it's even been like 4 weeks. He gets involved in another incident. Adrien Broner, like, I mean, look, I hope this is not true. If this is not true, then I guess it's not his fault, right? But Adrien Broner, here's the thing. Apparently, allegedly, he chokes a waitress, and he says, "Bitch, I will knock you out." Now that's crazy because, look, a lot of people hate on him for this because most people believe you don't put your hands on a woman. Now, I don't try to put my hands on anybody, but if someone fucks around, like really, someone tries to steal my shit, someone tries to, say shit about my family, or listen, there could be anything. I personally think this waitress was innocent, didn't do much shit, because the waitress was a waitress is doing her job. She's representing a company. I doubt she will do some shit that will aggravate one of their customers, right? So, I don't think the waitress was doing much. And then for you to go, like, it's probably some little shit like get the drink wrong or something. I mean, that's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And then Adrien Broner apparently chokes her and says, "Bitch, I will knock you out." A lot of people don't see that well, man. Listen, it depends really on the situation. If she starts saying shit to your family, shit to your people, right? You never know. Adrien Broner, like, imagine you have a brother and your brother did some crazy shit. Like, your brother's girlfriend did some crazy shit to him. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm putting her to sleep. If that was me. So you never know what she done. She might just do some. I don't think she did anything, but she could have. And then people are gonna say, "Oh, still don't put your hands on a woman." No, fuck that. These women are still adults, man. These women are still adults, but at the same time, you know, I think that's a bit too extreme. Bitch, I will knock you out. Like, that's crazy. But that's if the woman did some really fucked up shit. And I doubt, and I'll tell you what, as I said, I doubt that because she works in that company, but also because it might just be Adrien Broner doing some crazy shit. Adrien Broner done so much crazy shit, going to court late, and he tried to say that, oh, someone probably mixed something in his drink because he went in there drunk, knowing that if you look at his Instagram the day before, he was partying. He was partying. You know, he was told that he couldn't drive. I mean, I don't know how the law works in the United States, but he couldn't drive, and he was, I think, like for 6 months, and a few weeks later, I can't remember how many days or weeks later, he just went there and bought like this brand new Mercedes S-Class Maybach or something, brand new, like a really nice car, and he's driving, showing that off on Instagram, doing some crazy shit, catching crabs with girls and going back to catch crabs with girls again. He fucked up, man. This guy, Adrien Broner, 6 baby mamas, like how many hours, something like that, man. It's crazy. Adrien Broner is crazy human being, man. He's crazy. Adrien, here's the thing, man. That this because he's done crazy shit, because his track record shows he's a crazy person, because he's shown there's a lack of control in himself. Adrien Broner is in deep shit. Adrien Broner is in trouble now. Like, this is what he's in trouble. He gets end up in court. You know, this is the Adrien Broner actually was going to go in the Olympics or something, but like there was this trial. I'm fairly sure you don't just go in the Olympics. You have to have loads of tournaments and shit. And he couldn't take part in tournament because he fucked around. He got arrested, which is sad because Adrien Broner is a great talent. He would have had so much on his side. You know, the gold medal, the silver or bronze medal, the Olympian, you know, things like that. But no, Adrien Broner fucked around, and this is what he's done. This is what Adrien Broner is coming up to. Look, man, you could be a fan or whatever. You could still be a fan, but you can't defend this shit. And anyone who's watching, learn from this shit, man, and try not to be this guy. Just don't take him as a role model when it comes to what he does outside boxing. Don't be like him, man. Save money, and be smart with what you do in life, man. Don't be an AB when it comes to life. So that's kind of what I have to say. This video is already kind of 12 minutes. I kind of should have kept it a bit shorter, but that's it. I'm going to end it. I'll be back with more videos very soon.